guys, today I wanted to share a quick houseplant tour with you guys. This has been so requested over on my Instagram page. You guys love seeing my plants, so I figured I would just give you a quick house tour, show you guys all of the plants I have, tell you a little bit about them, which ones are my favorites, which ones are easy to care for, and which ones I recommend. And if you're new around here, I would love to have you as a subscriber. I usually share about marriage, adventure, housekeeping, and just being an altogether better person. So if that's something that interests you, I would love to have you stick around. So let's get started. Okay, so this is where I keep most of my plants. This is partly because it looks cute, and it's also hugely because plants need a lot of light, and this is right by a window. It kind of gets sun from the side and over there. So a lot of people say that they have a hard time keeping plants alive, and honestly that's probably because they're not in the right spot. They're probably not getting enough sun. There's not a lot of plants that will die because they're getting too much sun. I would say it's way more common for a plant to not be getting enough sun. So a lot of my plants have had to be moved over here so that they get enough sun. Okay, but starting over here, this huge one, this is a MONSTERA plant. It's only a few months old and it just seems so happy. It's a super easygoing plant. This big leaf is growing towards the light, which is kind of funny. So you can see this one part of the leaf has a couple little splits in it. That happens eventually once the leaves get mature, and it looks really cool eventually. It has all of these splits. People refer to it as a Swiss cheese plant, so that's kind of cool. And then going over here, that's a succulent. To be totally honest, I do not think that succulents are that easy of plants. I don't know if it's like my climate or whatever, but I find that they're pretty temperamental and they often die. I think it's probably too cold for them in my house. And then this is an aloe. This guy's doing pretty good right now. They kind of struggle a little bit in the winter. So these in the summer are upright. In the winter they kind of flop over, and that just has to do with it being cold. These are little propagations from one of my cactuses. This guy right here, this is a PEPEROMIA plant, I believe is what it's called. It's a super easy plant. There's another one. This is the big one. And the little one I've just like propagated from that. Super easy, like literally doesn't require anything. I just water it like once every couple weeks and it's pretty happy. This is a brand new one for me. It's called String of Pearls. It's honestly brand new. I've watered it like one time. I have no idea if it's gonna be easy or not, but I really love these. I think they're so cute, and they'll grow really long and like drapey. These are both English ivies. To be honest, I really struggle with these plants. They're super prone to spider mites, and I've had a couple of them lost to spider mites, which I think is what is happening here. But I did get some new leaf growth, so I'm hoping I can get this one back to life. It also just got super dried out when we were gone at Christmas time, so I've just been spraying the soil and the leaves with water, and that really helps. And this guy was super happy before Christmas, and I think he just got dried out, so I'm hoping that if I just keep watering it, it'll come back, but I'll update you guys. Okay, and then these are just little propagated plants. This was the favor at our wedding. I've replaced the plant, but yeah. And then this is a jade plant. I have a bigger one that I'll show you guys, but that's a little one. And this is my spider plant, which is the saddest looking plant ever. Everybody says that spider plants are so easy, and I think a lot of it has to do with your climate, but I disagree. I don't think spider plants are that easy. However, this guy's like 2 years old, and it'll come back to life. It'll look great for 6 months, and then it'll just kind of do this. So it's actually surprisingly coming back, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, and then over here I have a fiddle leaf fig. This is a kind of smaller one. You can get huge ones. Mine came like this. It had a little bit of like root rot. It's really hard to find any around here that don't have that, and that usually just means that it's been overwatered. So I have put it in a new pot and we'll see how it does. But it's over here because it gets like a decent amount of light here. I don't have an awesome spot for it, so we're gonna see how it does here. Otherwise, I'll have to find a sunnier spot for it. And then, so bright, oh my gosh. Over here I have my bigger jade plant. This really needs to be dusted. I just didn't even really realize that. This is by far the easiest plant I own. I water it like once every 2 weeks, and it always looks perfect. Like it never shows any sign of anything. It's just like super easy. So if you're in the market for an easy plant, this one's super easy. Here I have my pothos. This is another really easy plant. I kind of have it turned away because the nice side is all over here, but I want it to grow this way towards the sun. So this is probably my favorite plant. I just love how it hangs. It's grown a lot in the last couple months. This is also a really easy plant. It's really happy pretty much wherever I put it, and I just water it like once a week. Okay, then here I have 2 plants hanging up in the window. I just made these like macrame holders. They're super easy. I think this is a San Pedro cactus. It never had these like growth spots when I bought it, but I actually cut the top off because it got really, really long and pointy. So I cut the top off and it grew like 4 new growths, which is super cool. And then this guy, I think this is a zebra plant or something. This one, these both need a lot of sun, which is why they're right in the window, and they're both pretty happy over here. Okay, and then over here I have my Majesty palm, I believe is what this is. It's up on a box like this because my dog loves digging in the dirt, so it has to be up here. This guy probably needs more sun than he gets, but again, I just like don't really have an awesome spot for it. It's definitely not the most low maintenance plant, but I've only had it for maybe like 8 months. It seems to be doing fine. Every once in a while it'll just like drop a leaf. It's pretty happy, and I just love that it's so big. These are like $20 at IKEA. Okay, and then over in my kitchen, this is a DIEFFENBACHIA, I believe is how you say that. This plant is kind of funny because it's kind of easy, but then it'll all of a sudden one day, like yesterday it looked perfect, and today this whole leaf is not focusing. So like yesterday it looked perfect, and today this leaf is showing a little bit of yellow, but it also has like a new leaf coming in there, and then these ones look super healthy. But I kind of like it because it shows exactly what it wants, and then so this usually means it needs to be watered. Sometimes that means it needs more sun, but it's in a super sunny spot, so I'm pretty sure that that's not what it means. And then I find I water it, and the next day it's green again. So it's kind of cool that it just like shows you exactly what it needs and responds really quickly to anything. Okay, and then I have this huge aloe plant in my office. This thing is insane. I got this for free on Facebook Marketplace. This lady just had this huge plant that was out of control, so she gave me this, and it's still out of control. It's insane. Okay, and then this is the very last one. This is a snake plant. This thing is really tall. It doesn't get a lot of light where it is. It's usually in our bedroom. And it's just like a super easy, happy plant. This is like a true low light plant, I would say. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the plants I have in my house. I obviously love plants. I just really find that they make your house come alive. Literally, and I just think that they're so beautiful. So let me know in the comments if there's any plants that you have that you love that I don't have yet. I always love finding new plants to add to my collection. Thanks so much for watching, you guys.